Hey gang, what's up? Welcome back to another edition of The Fishing Teacher, and thanks a lot for making some time out of your day to check the video out. Guys, today we're going to be talking about the Zoom Uni-Toad. This is a topwater toad. It's a really good summer lure. Going to give you guys some tips and advice on how to catch fish on it, and really show you how to rig it up, and really talk to you about it when is the best scenario for that. So if you haven't seen it, guys, this is a fairly new invention by Zoom. It's called a Uni-Toad. I'll put the Baitworks link in the description if you guys want to get you a couple of them. But it's, Zoom has a couple different kind of topwater frogs and toads. They have one called a Zoom toad. They have a horny toad, which is flapping legs. But this is sort of unique. It's sort of got the horny toad body and a paddle tail on there, which creates a lot different sound and a lot different vibration. So first of all, I'm going to show you guys how to rig it, then we'll talk a little bit about fishing it. Now, the hook I like to use it is like a big 5 or 6/0 swim bait hook. Now, most of the time I don't use a weight. I'll clip the weight off if there's like a lot of vegetation, but if I'm fishing in open water, I may put a little bit of weight on there. It just casts further. But basically what you do, guys, is just screw it in there. You know, I do prefer the screw lock on this particular bait because it'll hold the bait a lot better. Just screw it in like that, and then come from the underneath side. There's a groove right there to put the hook in, and you go into that groove, go out the back on the top there, and I just leave it like that. It's super weedless. You don't really have to put it back in there, and then when that fish bites it breaks down. Also, guys, another piece of advice on this is sort of go like this and sort of open that channel up a little bit. Stretch it out a little bit because that gives you a little bit better freedom of movement, better hook sets. So that's the way it's set up right there. Usually fishing it on like 40-pound test, Seagar Smackdown braided line, and a fairly stiff rod. I use that Megabass Perfect pitch on it. That's the setup there. But specifically, I wanted to talk about the scenarios and when this thing works really good. First of all, this thing is super versatile. It can be fished over the thickest vegetation you have. You can fish it over matted vegetation. It works good if you got shallow grass around lily pads, any type of bank grass. But probably my favorite way to fish it, guys, is just like I'd throw a buzz bait. It's like the same type of water that you throw a buzz bait early and late in the day, shady type areas, just going down the bank, covering water. If you're catching them on a buzz bait, you can catch them on this thing too, because it's basically a subtle soft plastic buzz bait. This thing has a real subtle sound in the water, and if you've got those days out there that are, say, not much wind, the fish are really shallow, they're a little bit spooky, water's hot in the summertime of the year, this is a perfect recipe, you know, for fishing the Uni-Toad. Another thing I like to do with it is I will take the weight off because it skips better. And I'll skip this thing like underneath overhanging trees. I'll try to skip it underneath boat docks. Any tight areas where I think the fish are gonna be shallow around the shade is a really good way to catch them. And also, guys, you hear me talking a lot about on the channel about the spawning bluegill. This is a really good bait to fish in those areas that you're trying to target those bluegill beds in, like the back end of coves. But just throw it out there. It's simple to fish, guys. Just throw it out there, make a long cast, keep your rod tip high, and just reel it in at about a medium retrieve. You don't have to do anything else to it. You don't have to put any action on it. Keep that rod tip high to keep the bait up higher in the water column, and just reel it in. And when they hit it, they will like, it's like you dropped a 5-gallon bucket of rocks in the water when they hit it, man. They will annihilate this thing. Comes in a lot of different colors. Like I said, I'll put the Baitworks link in the description there. But anyway, guys, just give it a try. The Uni-Toad, man, this is a good summer bait. If you guys like topwater fishing, it's going to be a really good deal. Also, you can use it as a chatterbait trailer. It makes a decent chatterbait trailer, spinnerbait trailer, just a really versatile bait. So hope it helps out. We'll see you guys later.